So it's okay for James Gunn to explain Easter eggs and hidden meanings in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Not okay for Snyder! What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. Alright, finally getting to this video where I wanted to talk more about this. If anybody had a doubt that there was a bias out there against, Zack Snyder, here fucking is right here. These bloggers, these people in the movie community, really, there's a lot of them, and not all of them, but there's a lot of them that have a love-hate relationship with Zack Snyder. It's so very strange. And I mean, I guess I could see where that stems from because, well, I think it really stems from the fact that, Batman, Superman, the DC characters, the main ones, are, they hold a lot of weight. They hold a lot of nostalgia. They hold a lot of our hearts when it comes to growing up. Because, let's face facts. I don't care what anybody fucking says, and I know Marvel fanboys will come after me. The DC characters are much more popular than the Marvel characters. Maybe not in some people's world. That's fine. But I'm talking about in the general public, okay? I'm talking about non-comic book readers, which is the majority of people. When you say, hey, what would you prefer, Batman or Iron Man? Most people are going to choose Batman. Superman or Captain America? Most people are going to go Superman because they just know those characters a lot more, and that's just the way it is. So the fact that Snyder decided to, bring us something, different. Challenge these characters. Break them down. Deconstruct them. And just kind of really do something different with these characters. People just lost their shit. And the reason why I say that these bloggers have a love-hate relationship is because Zack Snyder is a keyword that will fucking the search engine optimization huge. You can't tell me that it isn't, because every time he explains something on Vero, drops a comment when somebody asks about something with Batman or Superman or Justice League, they're all on it. I've noticed that a lot lately, okay? Because at first it was they didn't seem to be picking up on it too much, because I even, I brought up the whole anti-life equation, and I didn't really see that make the rounds too much. It was on a couple of websites, but not a lot of them. But I noticed lately now, because they figured it out, they looked at their optimization, they looked at the search results, they looked at everything, and saw that Zack Snyder, or the Batman, are huge. That's why with everything that Matt Reeves says, stupid little tweet, I'm really, really excited. That's all he said. They're posting it everywhere because the Batman also brings in a lot of traffic, just like Zack Snyder also does. If you look, and I even do it too because of course I have the SEO myself. Am I saying that right? SEO, yeah. Search engine optimization. I have to do that myself too because obviously I want people to find my stuff. But the thing is, though, I've been defending and supporting Zack Snyder since the very beginning. So obviously I put his full name, even with this video. I put his full name right at the beginning because obviously the search results really get there. But I just noticed that with every little thing. But I haven't been talking about every little thing that he's been answering on Vero, about the Wayne Manor being burned down. How his father bought the lake house for his mom, and then Wayne didn't want, he decided to move there because of that. It's a whole mom thing. Obviously, we know what happens in the movie. It's just a lot of other things, a nightmare scene, which a lot of things were obvious. I even made that video where it's we didn't need confirmation that the Deathstroke footage was test footage. We knew that, but the question that was being asked about that test footage was, does Deathstroke have a more pivotal role in Justice League? And all they said was, no, it's test. But all these fucking websites go, Zack Snyder confirms that it was just early test footage. They hate the guy, but they have to keep on talking about him because it drives traffic. And that's what's troubling nowadays with media. And I'm talking about regular media, I'm talking about film media. And what do I always say, guys? Have some integrity, man. And there's just not a lot out there. But this right here, when it comes to comic book resources, and you guys saw my reaction on Twitter, I just said, oh, fuck off. This is ridiculous. Zack Snyder's need to explain Batman vs. Superman again and again and again proves it's not a good film. Yet when James Gunn keeps on talking about Easter eggs and answering questions on Twitter, that's perfectly fine. And the shitty thing is, I'm sure Zack Snyder and James Gunn respect the absolute shit out of each other. They have no qualms with each other. They respect each other's work. They have nothing, there's no, they have two uniquely different styles. I like both of them. I'm not just talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. Obviously I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy. The second one, great cinematography, but a little too much with the jokey side, of course. But the Sliver, Was that what's called? The one with all the slugs and stuff like that. The invasion of that. That was a great movie. You know, I like Gunn's style. I mean, oh yeah, duh. James Gunn wrote Dawn of the Dead, which Zack Snyder fucking directed. Totally forgot about that. So it's funny because it's okay when James Gunn does it, but it's not okay when Zack Snyder does. And these bloggers want to keep on using that to just to confirm with everybody that Batman vs Superman is such a shitty movie. But it's so funny because I've been seeing other websites. There's been other websites too that have said like, you know what? There's, you know, it's kind of weird. Rewatching Batman vs Superman. Movie's kind of brilliant. Seen that, and I actually saw something on Screen Crush today that talked about how the initial plot for Captain America Civil War really makes no sense. And I'm going, whoa, paradigm shift? I said there was going to be a paradigm shift, especially after Logan came out, because that was totally not, you know, it was a Marvel movie, but obviously Fox Marvel, and it wasn't like an MCU, like, you know, popcorn, wink at the camera, and a lot of scenes, and, you know, and stuff like that, which, yeah, you know what? I don't not enjoy some of that sometimes. I mean, but Thor Ragnarok, come on, Jesus fucking Christ. I was telling people there was a paradigm shift, and that's why, and this is what sucks, because as I was looking so forward to Justice League, because I'm going, this is going to be his opus. This is all leading up to this. Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and leading up to this. Even Watchmen, just leading up to this. The ultimate team-up movie, and he's going to blow our fucking minds. And Warner Brothers took that right underneath his goddamn feet. And I think, I honestly, I mean, who knows? I don't predict the future, but I honestly think that it would have got a lot more critical praise than the piece of shit that we got. I do. But I know there's things that hurt it, which I'm still been wanting to do videos on certain aspects of, you know, did this cause a bad box office for Justice League, and did this, you know, all stuff like that. But I honestly think there was going to be a somewhat paradigm shift. I think people were craving more unique superhero movies, not just the same stuff where it's just like, okay, we got this, happy, joy, fun! After Logan, it seemed like people were really craving more of that, you know, and it looked like New Mutants was also going to go that way, but who knows what's happening with that now. But it's just shows you right here that James Gunn and even Rian Johnson, who keeps on explaining certain things for The Last Jedi, perfectly fine in these bloggers' eyes. But when it comes to Zack Snyder, who's not really just having to explain. He's not even explaining. He's answering questions people are asking. And then, you know, this happens all the time, for fuck's sake. I mean, there's been commentary tracks up the ass from directors, Christopher Nolan, you know, Martin Scorsese, anybody. They start explaining why they chose this, why they did that, the hitting meaning of this. But that's okay. Zack Snyder does it. God, that movie just sucks. He has to keep explaining it. So I still go with my initial tweet and I say, fuck off. You guys are dumb. I mean, even Screen Junkies. Oh yeah, Zack Snyder's, you know, he continues to bat-splain. I'm like, really? You're going to say bat-splain? Oh my God, you guys are, it's just the stupidest title ever. That's really dumb. I mean, I've seen things before about bat privilege. This one dumbass who's, you know, he's got his own stuff. We had a little thing back and forth, a little feud back and forth, and I was supposed to go on his podcast, but yeah, when that was all being set up, and then I was going to bring him on my podcast, he just never got back to me. I wonder why. Because these assholes, they just shoot their shit off, and when you go, hey a minute, let's break this down, let's have a discussion, which I like having discussions. I don't like having arguments and debates and bickering and bantering back and forth. I get tired of that shit. I'm really tired of that shit. I used to do that shit a lot more before. I'm trying to relax on it now because it gets retarded. But when you try to have a discussion with these people, they don't want to fucking have it. They're just their mindset is Zack Snyder sucks. He's a misogynist. He hates women. He's this, that, and this, and that. And he's just none of the above when you actually look at the picture. So, whatever. Like I said, if you don't think there's a bias out there, right there. Shows you right there. Anyways, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about all this? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my content. And, of course, visit the closet. I have a Zack Snyder shirt in there. If you guys want to check it out, it's a Justice League Zack Snyder shirt that I designed. And, yeah, go check it out. All right, guys. Talk to you later.